All right, today we're talking about Johnny Lawrence. He's a guy in Cobra Kai, Karate Kid, whatever you've seen. You know, he's a. I think he's a really good guy to base life off of. A good I don't know movie, TV show type of guy to see as motivational. His character in real life, there's people like him, and in this I'll be talking about Prime Johnny. Oh, maybe a little bit of all, but and how guys like him they do so well with women, and guys with his attitude are just winners in life because these guys they don't care what other people think. These guys will do anything to achieve their desires, and these are the guys who will stand up to anyone no matter how great. And these guys just they don't give up. And guys like this, they're very real, and that can be very positive when you're interacting with girls. We lack too much of this today, where we have this facade we put on this fake face to please a girl or to not scare her or something like that, or for anyone in fact. Like maybe you're afraid to piss someone off because they're quote unquote better than you or something like that. I say screw that. Just because if you're so afraid of pissing them off, then why are you even why are you with them? I don't know. In my opinion, I think that's just kind of lame. You're wasting your time, but because you'll find the right people too. The real people when you're real with them. If you're fake with them and you got this people pleaser mindset on, then you're gonna probably be subconsciously in their head placed in this kind of lame, no real interaction with this person. So I don't even see them as, an option or something like that. It's not like you don't even need anything necessarily externally to, to change your mindset. It's all an internal thing. It's all the way you think. You don't even have to be, that guy for whatever it is. You don't even need, your bench to be a certain number, maybe your physique to be a certain way. If you carry yourself in this larger than life, not even, but just like this real energy, it's like people are going to respect you for that. And when people respect you, like I say, it attracts the right people, and it will probably help you with girls too, because it shows that you're not afraid to lose them, and you don't need their approval for whatever reason it is, and you'll be fine in life without them. I feel like this mindset kind of gives you like this your unique feel when you're this real guy. Like it gives you your own spin to things, which is not normal. A lot of people, you just see them as you don't. I feel like a lot of people in life, I don't even really see them as. I just kind of see them as NPCs because I don't know. I never interact with them, or they're too afraid to open up or something like that, or be real with me. And I don't see them as anyone. And maybe those people don't necessarily succeed as well because they they're afraid to ruffle the feathers or shake the boat a little bit. I feel like we nowadays we have all these pills and the black pill, red pill, blue pill. There, I don't know, the fetus stuff like that online, and even IRL now. Rather than just be a guy who's just being himself and is naturally charismatic because he's real. I feel like rather than just talking to women, we look for all of these less scary methods to vent to make it seem like you're making progress with women, but in reality, there's nothing happening at all. Like we go deep into looks maxing, gymming, I don't know, getting into look scale, garbage and stuff like that. In reality, are you? I don't know. Maybe I do think gymming is good. I do think taking showers and doing skincare and stuff like that for looks maxing is good. But, I don't think that is going to be a game changer in you getting all of these women. I think it's a lot more has to do with the mouthpiece and stuff like that. You know what? Maybe you are supposedly as some would say, sub 5, but who the hell cares? Like, if you're a sub 5, then you just got to play with the hand you're dealt. Like, okay, that sucks, but you know what? Maybe you go out with this mindset. You know what? Maybe I am a sub 5, but that's all right. I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna define the black pill, and I'm gonna still get girls anyways, because I don't care about all that all that garbage. If you let the noise or all the hate get to you, I feel like then you're not going to be anyone at all. You're going to be, like I say, too afraid to shake the boat and stuff like that, and therefore you just can't grow then, and you won't get that girl then probably. I'm like, yeah, boo-hoo, the game's rigged and stuff like that, but it's rigged for everyone. Like everyone is bad at something. And if you're bad at something, you're also probably good at something. Even if you're off really bad, like if you're just real and you're yourself and you're being that guy, you're kind of assertive, alpha, cornball, but stuff like that. I feel like you just come off with this different feeling, and it's like, wow, that guy's cool. And crying about it's not going to do anything positive for you. It's just going to put you into a deeper hole and hurt you even more, probably, in my experience at least. Nowadays, it's like, guys just want to sit around, complain, gossip, talk behind people's backs, live in fear, very common. I feel like it's probably always been a thing. Terrified of women, completely terrified. Consume garbage, whether it be social media, stuff like that. Hide from interactions, like especially from girls. And in my opinion, this is just complete garbage. People wonder why people don't truly respect them, and maybe it's because of one of those things. Maybe it's because you let fear run your life rather than just facing it like a real man. And my personal opinion, it's because people are just so fake, so soft, riddled head to toe with excuses. Oh, I can't do this today because blah, 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 whatever. This excuse, can't do that because blah, blah, blah. I can't talk to this girl because I have to go to class. Like, the interaction you're doing with this girl might take 5 seconds, and maybe you're thinking too much. Maybe you should just turn off your brain and just go. Like, I feel like that's another thing, this guy, Johnny Lawrence, is I feel like he doesn't use his brain in a lot of things. Some scenarios, okay, that's not very good. But then again, in a lot of scenarios, like especially if we're talking about girls here, just shut your brain off. Don't look for an outcome. Don't expect anything from them, and just enjoy your time with them. If you want to, talk to a girl, talk to a girl. It's not that deep. Don't try to force an outcome or, be like, oh, I wish I got this, and that. Like, talk to a girl, whatever. That's fine. And with the attitude of, just running all the time and being a complete coward, I feel like you're going to have a hard time growing internally, and externally. Because if you're always running, then, fear is just guiding your life. And when fear guides your life, it's like you're just living in terror all the time. And I feel like, in my personal opinion, I do not like living that way. I like living like where I own my fears, where I'm standing up to them. Because I feel like, if you experience this, when you conquer something that you're truly afraid of, it's such a freeing feeling. Like all of that, like I say, all that weight, that imaginary weight of the fear just gets lifted off your shoulders because you decide to stand up to it and just do the thing that for some reason, I feel like, I don't understand this as us people, but the things that are beneficial to us, a lot of the times, we don't want to do them. And you know what? That's a good thing, because like, when you do end up doing them, then it is probably one of the best feelings, to be honest. And I almost fully guarantee that there is someone out there who's dealt a worse hand in life initially, but you know what? They're probably doing much better because they decided to just stand up to their fears and live life on their own terms. They're not afraid of the outcome of, oh, maybe it's going to blow up in my face or this and that and this. Maybe you should just be confident in yourself. Maybe you should be like, I am the man. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get this girl. And if you don't, then, well, at least I tried. I feel like that's much better than, never trying it at all. Like, if you never shoot it, then you're going to probably end up living in regret, in the future. I mean, for certain things, I feel like in my life at least, I feel like that's happened to me here and there occasionally. Not anymore, because I feel like I've grown and I've changed, but in the past I've ran into that problem, and I'm going to say it's something I really do not enjoy, is not being, assertive yourself, stuff like that, and also just hiding from your fears. I feel like it's hard to respect someone who took the easy way out as opposed to someone, who's gone through the ringer. Someone who's who's done the scary stuff, who's like someone, let's take this, fighting. Johnny Lawrence is fighting. I personally would not want to fight the guy who takes challenges from anyone. I would want to fight him less than a guy, who fights complete cupcakes and stuff like that because he's afraid of losing or whatever like that. The guy who doesn't fear the outcomes, who just jumps into it because he feels like it, is probably the guy that I want to fight a little bit less. And you know what? That's a respect thing. And I feel like that's a big reason why, I feel like people should be what I just invented, Johnnylawrencemaxxing. Because this guy's he's a winner in his high school days. He has his downfalls and stuff like that, but everyone does. But like his mindset is like, this guy's assertive, and he's a real masculine guy. Like I don't know, I feel like he is just kind of that guy. Maybe people are like, oh, I don't want to be him, stuff like that. I mean, are you lying to yourself? I feel like a lot of people probably are. Well, you wouldn't want to be, number one kid in your high school, or jock in whatever college, something like that. And all that high school, college stuff, I feel like bring it into other stuff in life too. You want to be a winner. Like, why wouldn't you want to be a winner? It's so random. Of course you do. Just, I feel like a lot of people, maybe they're dishonest to themselves about that because they're, afraid of the work that comes with it and stuff like that. And I feel like, like I'm saying, if you're a real mofo like Johnny Lawrence, people, they're going to start to respect you very heavily. Even if, let's say, you take his exact path. You do fighting, stuff like that. Yeah, people are going to respect you 100% because someone who fights, it's a little bit scary. Like, because someone who fights can literally, deal with you with their two fists and you'd seem helpless. So, yeah, that's probably, pretty obvious respect, physically, externally. And also, it's because a hothead like him does not care about the consequences of the things he does, and he just does whatever he wants. Therefore, he is a gangster.